Hey there. Welcome to Discover the Divine You. My name is Kimberly Nicole. Right now I'm on a journey to figure out who the real Kimberly Nicole is, who I was divinely created to be. So I created this podcast in hopes others could benefit from what I'm learning and the different ways I'm connecting with a higher power. I created this space for honest conversations about healing, creativity, spiritual growth, and learning to reconnect with myself while living presently in my life. I'm a mom of 3. I have a job. I'm in 12-step recovery. Real life happens every day. So this is a space of no pressure, no expectations, no perfection, just progress. A journey towards finding peace, clarity, and connection to something bigger than ourselves, going from chaos to calm. So here we go. I'm so glad you're here to take this journey with me. Let's get creative. Episode 36, Codependent No More. Hello. Welcome to Discover the Divine You. I'm Kimberly Nicole. Today on our 90 and 90, we are going to talk about codependency. And I don't feel fully equipped to speak to you on this topic. I highly suggest you read the book. Well, there's a lot of codependency books, but I like the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People because he talks a lot about being interdependent and not codependent. And I liked that term because it wasn't like, I don't know, I read it a while ago, but from what I remember, it basically teaches us how to be in control of ourselves and allow others to be in control of themselves. And if we are interdependent, then we can have a relationship that does not have codependency in it because we're both very capable on our own, but we choose to be doing this life together interdependently. I liked that idea because I lived a very codependent life for a very long time, and I still have a little codependency that I'm working on. But who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? Because we developed these habits or coping mechanisms, trauma responses, whatever you want to call them. But guess what? They're mine now, and I'm in charge of them. And it doesn't matter who gave them to me or who taught them to me or what happened to me in order for them to be here. The truth is that they are here, okay? So I don't have to hold on to them anymore. And I can change them and uninstall them and let go of what is not mine and be my authentic self, which is our whole purpose, is to discover the divine versions of ourselves and do what God put us on this freaking planet to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I feel very grateful today that codependency is not my biggest struggle. I attempted to go to codependency 12-step meetings. And this is going to sound kind of funny, but I went to like 8 of them and they were all really codependent. I couldn't stay. It just felt like this is just feeding the fire. And I'm sure there are beautiful meetings that have worked wonders for people. And if you have one that you like, that could help me, I'm always down to try something new. But I just didn't feel like it was another program God wanted me to participate in. I already got 3, okay? I'm like, I could probably participate in every single one. But my main issue is I want to be the higher power. So in connecting with my current higher power, the only higher power in my life, that is pulling me away from this need and desire to control. And I very happily am handing over outcomes to the higher power that I choose to call God, because it takes a really lot of pressure off of my shoulders and makes it so that my life feels more right-sized for Kimberly Nicole, because I was trying to be living everybody else's life and making sure everybody else was okay. And I could not be happy unless my husband was happy. And if he was not happy, then I was the victim. And when I was the victim, I would eat everything. But then when I was like strong and happy and confident and whatever, I wanted to eat too, which I thought was interesting. So I was still depending on outside sources for my happiness and my security and my peace and my love. And that's when codependency for me gets the loudest. I need a drink, you guys. Oh, here we go. Costco has the best water bottles, by the way. And I don't get paid for anything that I promote because nobody knows who the heck I am. But I will tell you what I like and what I enjoy and what works for me. And these water bottles, they're called Corkicle, whatever it is. Corksicle? I don't know. I like it. Sorry for those of you who are listening to me drink. Sorry, not sorry. I'm taking care of my body. All right, so codependency. Don't do it. I don't have a lot to say around this. You know, just be you. Don't let who you are be dependent on anyone else. And if you're around or in a relationship with people who are not okay with you being you, maybe ask higher power what your next move is, right? I say get the heck out of there. But I'm not you. And I'm not going to try to tell you what to do. And I know, like, life is complicated. It's very complicated, especially when you have children that you love so very much. And you don't want to hurt them. And you don't want to hurt anyone. But if you doing what you need to do to be okay will offend or potentially make someone not feel happy, it doesn't mean you're hurting them, right? And no matter how hard we try, we're not going to be perfect. But we don't have to depend on someone else for our happiness. Our happiness is up to us. And we can find the solutions to all of our problems and everything that we need. Love, self-worth, confidence, security, all of that can be found in our higher power. Every single bit. I have like a random thought here that you don't have to be someone you're not. That might sound redundant to all the other messages I've been spewing at you, but it's true. All you need to do is be you. Be the divine version of you. And just remember that you're loved. You're loved. And this too shall pass. That this uncomfortable part that's in between where you are and where you want to go, it will pass. It's not forever. And when you get to the other side, it's going to be magical. Okay? In my two-way prayer the other day, my higher power was talking to me about a peak. And I just was thanking God for how great I felt and how confident I was becoming and how I feel more like myself than I have in a really long time. And I'm just very grateful. And God was like, enjoy this peak. Okay? Enjoy the view. You worked really hard to get here. Don't be in a hurry to climb the next mountain. Okay? Just enjoy where you are right now in this moment. Right? So getting rid of your codependency, it might be an uphill climb. But once you get that character trait right-sized by your higher power, the view is going to be fantastic. You are going to feel amazing. You are going to be so grateful for all the hard work that you put in, because you're strong. You don't need anyone else. You don't. You really don't. Like, we are created to be a we, right? This is a we program. This is a we life. You know, it takes a village to raise a child, blah. All that stuff is true, right? We're not meant to do this life alone. However, we don't need anyone else to feel happy, joyous, or free, or loved. We don't, because we have all of what we need right inside us. We were created by a creator. We have the light, we have the power, we have the heart, we have the love, all inside of us. The only reason we can't feel it or see it or hear it is because we have piled so much crap on, trying to protect ourselves. Let go of all that armor. Let go of the codependency. Let go of the people that you're trying to please, and just be you. Because you deserve to just be you. You are so loved, and you are very blessed, and you are kick-ass, okay? You really are. And if other people tell you you're not, they are not the right ones for you in your life right now. And you are not being Christ-like or anything like you learn in church if you're allowing yourself to be hurt by these people to please them. That's not what God wants. God does not want you to feel like you have to depend on them for your happiness. That's his job. God's job. He wants you to rely on him for everything. Be God dependent, not codependent. That is my challenge for you today. Go depend on God. Go focus on doing something that will help you figure out what you even friggin' like. If you've been codependent for most of your life, you probably don't know half of the things you think you do. Like, sit down and say, this is my favorite color. This is my favorite style of furniture. This is how I would like to organize this room. This is my favorite painting medium. This is my favorite movie genre. This is my favorite wallpaper, for frick's sake. I don't care. Figure out what you like. Ask yourself questions. Get curious, not judgmental. Don't beat yourself up for being codependent. Just start being God dependent, right? That's it. Answered. Solved. I have nothing more to tell you. I don't know if that helped, but that is all I have to say about that. Thank you, Forrest Gump. And with that, I will leave it there, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Hey, thanks so much for being here today. You're my favorite. I'm so glad you came. I know life is busy, so I really do appreciate the time you're taking to do some self-care and hang out with me for a little bit. If something that we talked about today resonated with you and you want to dig a little deeper, I put together a 5-minute creative reset guide called Chaos to Calm that you can access in the show's description. And I would be so grateful if you'd subscribe and share this podcast with someone out there that you think could benefit from what we're creating here together. Also, remember, I am just sharing my experience, strength, and hope as I understand it here. So if bigger emotions come up, please take care of yourself and reach out to a licensed professional or someone that you trust for support. You are not alone in this. So until we create together again, please be kind to yourself and do something creative because you deserve it.